Hey guys, it's Tina and I'm back again. I am outside of the dentist's office because I had to go and get my teeth cleaned this morning. So I felt like I kind of neglected them when I was going through my COVID and my gastritis and everything like that. So I really needed to come and get a cleaning. So I got that done today. And I also got fluoride. I mean, my lips is peeling a little bit, or maybe that's some of the fluoride. I don't know. But I feel like fluoride is a scam. But I just can't say no to the fluoride. So I got it done this time, but maybe next time I won't get it done, and then I'll get it done again at the end of the year. Because I am one of those people who have to come 3 times a year. But maybe I shouldn't get it done at the end of the year, because then that's the extra payment and I have to pay. I don't know. But, yeah. So probably not. Maybe I should skip fluoride. I don't know. Do you guys get fluoride? So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about the fluoride situation. But this is just a reminder that if you haven't got your teeth cleaned this year, or within the last 6 months, that it might be time to get them cleaned. I know there's an older lady on social media that that talks about you don't really have to get that done if you take care of your teeth yourself at home, and she has this little kit that she sells and all of that other stuff. But you know, that's totally up to you. But if you haven't been in a while, this is your reminder to come in. I keep forgetting that the camera is right here. So if you haven't been in a while, this is just your reminder to go and get it done. But it's still fairly early in the day, so I'm not going to dilly-dally any longer because I actually need to get to work. So I will talk with you guys later. I really wanted to talk with you guys after work yesterday because I haven't talked with you since I had COVID. Well, since my COVID video. So I wanted to talk with you guys and do an update on I believe that would be week 36. So what I'll probably do is I'll talk with you again after work, if I remember. And then we'll talk about week 36. And then I'll come back in the future and talk about week 37. And then I'll just compile it all into one video. So, but I think we needed a change of scenery. So I'm just here in the dentist parking lot right now. You know, because sometimes it gets a little boring inside of my little apartment. So I'll talk with you guys later, and then I'm a little cold. It's a little cold out here today. I got in the car and it said it was 26 degrees. That's why I have on my coat, my winter coat, and I have a hat on. I needed some gloves too, because my hands are a little cold. But I just don't have my gloves on. I need to get a pair of blue gloves to match this blue coat. But honestly, this coat is kind of big for me, so I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't invest in gloves for this coat, even though this coat is fairly new. I haven't worn this coat that many times. Maybe like 3 or 4 times. But I got it last winter when I was a bigger person. Well, I'm still a bigger person, but you know, I was larger than I currently am. So the coat is a little big on me, but it is a really nice coat and it's full length. So, but I don't know. I really want to get a pair of blue gloves to go with it, but I don't know if I really want to invest in blue gloves for this coat, because I'll probably have to give it away soon. So that is that. But that is one good thing about this journey. Eventually you'll have to give your clothes away. And normally I keep stuff around because, you know, I'm like a fluctuator. So sometimes I'm bigger, sometimes I'm smaller. I normally keep stuff around, but not this time around. This time when I size out, I'm just going to get rid of it, because if you keep it around, you're opening the door. I was going to say you're opening the portal, but you're opening the door to try and, you know, have bad habits, and you'll have your coats to fall back on. So, and this coat is fairly new and fairly nice. The dental hygienist complimented me on this coat. A lot of people really like this coat. I don't think I paid that much for it. I think I got it on sale at the end of the last year because, you know, I like to get my winter stuff at the end of the season to get it cheaper. So I'm gonna give this coat away so somebody else can have more life. So probably at the end of this winter, when winter ends, I'm gonna give it away. I'll ask my aunt if it'll fit her first before I, you know, give it away to like Goodwill or something like that. I'll ask her if she wants it first before I give it away. But that was longer than that needed to be. I'll talk with you guys later. I gotta get to work. Okay, hey guys, it's Tina back again with another video. This is just an update. I am in my car again. I'm so sorry. The last video, which I think I'll put before this video, where I meant to actually check in with you guys later, I totally forgot. And it's probably been like 3 weeks since the original video that I'm going to put at the front. But anywho, I am back to just give you the weeks 37, 38, and 39 update. I'm so sorry that I haven't really been updating you guys regularly, but I have just been feeling very fatigued, and I'm not sure if it was just from like trying to build myself up after COVID, or if it's my gastritis, or if it's the Tirzepatide, or if it's depression. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what it could possibly be, but I've just been feeling rather fatigued lately. But let me just get into or it could be the medicine, I don't know. So but let me just get into the update. Okay, I wrote it down on this little piece of paper. Oh, okay, so week 37, which was the week after I had that unusual 5 pound weight loss during my COVID, it went up and I gained 0.4 pounds, which is what I had expected. I think I said in that video, I'll probably gain some weight back. Because, you know, after you get sick, then you lose a whole bunch of weight and then you gain some back. So I wasn't shocked with week 37. Now, these weeks 37, 38, and 39, I was taking 8 milligrams. I've been stair-stepping my way up, period, but after I found out about my, after I got my official diagnosis from my endoscopy of my chronic gastritis, I've just been decided to just itch up a little bit at a time. I would eventually like to probably be on like 12.5, or maybe 15, but, because I do think, since I am a slower loser, I do think that I might be one of those people who might need a larger dose. Unfortunately, I have my stomach issues, so I've just been trying to go up a little bit at a time. I had tried to go up a little bit at a time before anyway, but I kind of suspected that I had stomach issues before, but now I have an actual diagnosis. So I said all of that to say I am on 8 milligrams. Well, 8 milligram dosage. I'll get into that after I tell the rest of the weight. Sorry, so distracted. So then in week 38, I lost 2 pounds. And then on week 39, I stayed the same. I'm okay with staying the same. Staying the same is better than a gain. So I stayed the same on week 39. So big week 40 is coming up. But yes, I think week 40. Ew, I think I might be going up week 40. Because what my plan was, I am going to see, I had to make an appointment. I'm going to see my, my primary care physician in August. And I'm making an appointment for August, because at that time it will be time for me to get my pap smear done. So if you haven't had a pap smear in a while, this is your reminder to get one. I think if you have regular pap smears, you only have to get them every 3 years. But it is that time, ladies, to get your pap smear. And if you're a gent, you might want to get a prostate exam. Oh, I was going to say something else too. I will say it right now. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, but you guys probably know Round Mound of Zepbound. He's on a GLP-1. He's on Zepbound, and he also talks about about him going through his prostate cancer right now, but he had a fabulous video. So if you are on if Mochi is your telehealth provider, go over to the Round Mound of Zepbound's. I don't think it's his recent video. Well, it's a recent video, but I don't think it's his latest video, because I think he might have put out a video yesterday. I'm going to link the video down in the description if I can get a link to it. Oh, so that would mean that I'd really need to upload this video today so you guys can see it. But yes, go check out his video, because he did like a deep dive on Mochi. If you use Mochi as your provider, he goes and tells everything, and he has some receipts there. So go check that video out. But back to me. I am on 8 milligrams right now, but I have to make my doctor's appointment to go and see my doctor, my primary care doctor, on in August sometime. So at my last appointment, we talked about being on 7.5, and and I had been on 7.5 since the beginning of the year, since like January. I was on 7.5. Yeah, I was on 7.5 from January, and then this month I moved up to 8. Sorry, my neighbor with his loud truck is going by. So this month I went up to 8. So by the time I go to see my doctor to get my pap smear in August, if I keep incrementing myself up, then I should be ready to be on 10. So since I have my gastritis and everything, I'm trying to go up a little bit at a time. So basically, like this month I was going to be on 8, and then next month I was going to be on 8.5, and then the next month I was going to be on 9, and then by that time it should be time for me to see my regular doctor, and we talk about being on 10. My thought process is I'm going to try and use all of my compound up, and then once I use my compound up, I plan on just going on over to Zepbound. Maybe, possibly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to get compound, because it's like right now it's like real hard to get. And the wait is super long, and the lawsuits are flowing. So I just don't really know what's going on with, what's going to be going on with that. So I would like to theoretically switch over to Zepbound. The only problem is that since I got this endoscopy, now my endoscopy was really expensive. So now I'm on a payment plan for that. So that mixed with the Zepbound would be really expensive for me. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have a few months worth of compound, so I'm just gonna use that until it runs out. But I don't know if we're going to be able to readily access it as we have previously been with everything that is going on right now. So my hope was that maybe in a few months things might even out, and LilyPad might release larger vials. I don't know that there really will be a price drop. There's rumors that the price might go down, which I would be grateful if it did, but again, I don't really know if that's something that's going to happen. I wanted to make some, I don't know if I ever said it on camera, maybe I just thought it in my head, but I wanted to make some videos about having gastritis and being on a GLP-1 medication. Because when I looked on Reddit about it, all I saw was basically like I think I might have saw a thread with maybe like a few comments, and basically people just discontinued the medication just because, you know, they were already having stomach issues and they just didn't want any further issues. I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know if I ever talked about my endoscopy results, but basically I don't know, it might have been a waste of money because he was like, you have GERD. Like, no what do you think I thought I was coming here for? So he said I had GERD, but he said I had gastritis, and I had went to, I don't think the medicine caused this. Let me just say this again. I don't think the medicine caused this, because I remember I had stomach problems back in like the summer of 2021, and I went to like a med check like place, and they did like a CT of my stomach and everything like that, and he couldn't really see anything, and he said basically that he said I probably had gastritis and GERD, and that I needed to see like a gastroenterologist and have an endoscopy done. So they told me that like a few years back, but I'm just now getting around to it because my stomach problems had came back and I started throwing up and stuff. So that's why I went. So I've had problems before, and like 2021 is when I went to like the emergency room and had problems, but I've had like acid reflux probably since my teen years, and I just turned 40. So this wasn't that. This didn't cause any problems. Now this probably isn't helping any problems, but it didn't cause my gastritis. It said that I had chronic gastritis. The problem is when I was looking on the Reddit, people know like more information that I know about it. Like, oh, I got this and I got that. But he kind of just said it in passing. And then he was like, oh, well, you just got to come back next year so I can do another one. So like, I'm like, I don't know. He didn't really say. I don't really have as many details. The problem is I'm trying to figure out I was trying to figure out what was causing it, because the things that they said avoid, like alcohol, he told me specifically like avoid NSAIDs, alcohol, something else. But the things that he said avoid, I really wasn't doing anyway. So I'm like, maybe it could possibly be something else. But my insurance really isn't good enough for me to try to go down that rabbit hole and figure it out. So the best I can do is MD myself to try to figure out. I am curious if I have some type of like autoimmune type of gastritis. Because when I got my endoscopy done, they did like a H. pylori test on my specimens and it came back negative. But I actually had a H. pylori test back in 2021 when I was having problems, and that was negative then too. So I don't think H. pylori is causing my problems, but I just don't know. So I did want to do some videos about from a gastritis point of view, but the problem is with gastritis, there's so many different levels, there's so many different causes. So I don't know, but most of the people I found just stopped the medicine, just stopped taking the medicine, because, you know, I don't know. So that is that. So we'll see. But as for now, I still want to continue. I just didn't want to stop the medicine because I still have a lot of weight to lose. So I'm just trying to stair step my way up to, you know, up to the medicine, up to the next dosages. I figure that if I go at it slow, then maybe I would be able to not have as many problems. So we'll see. But yeah, that was my update on that.